let me just share this quick anecdote. I remember when we're first getting into the basement scene, how it works, meeting people who run shows. You and your brother Matt were so gung-ho about going to see this band called Harmony Woods. And you were telling me all about it, like, we're going to go see the show, it's going to be great. And I'm like, cool, dude, like, you seem really stoked, I'm excited for you to go see. And you go see the show, and I ask you how the show was, and you're like, oh my God, Harmony Woods is so great. It was such a cool experience. And now fast forward, and you're a live member of Harmony Woods. Is that the best way to say it?
That's right. It's so weird. I ended up joining that band. It was like very strange. Like the whole day was kind of weird. Like, this is really funny. My brother and I, like, I don't know. We're both pretty neurotic people, my brother and I. And so we were like, okay, on Facebook it says doors at 6, music at 7. We have to get there right on time. We can't be late. We will miss the bands. Like, not even really realizing that punk time is a thing, and like these things are never on time.
Yeah,
So
if it says music at 7, you're lucky if music starts at 8.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, like especially in New Brunswick. But I like we get there like right at doors, and like like there might have been like one band that was there yet, and like the people who lived there and my brother and I, like, I was like, we are so early. I feel so uncomfortable. Like watching Harmony Woods load in, and I was like, this is so weird. But yeah, it was really funny because it was like, I think that might have been one of the first like proper basement shows I went to, and some of those people I've been friends with since, which is nuts.
Yeah. Let's talk about, I mean, I don't know what the right word would be, but I'd say like Harmony Woods is a bit more established than Shark Club.
Sure,
So
yeah.
what experience did you have like playing shows with them? Because you would go on full-fledged tours, like across the country, playing way bigger gigs than we would probably ever play. How's that experience like for you?
It was kind of surreal. It was like, it's weird because like I was getting in on something, like you said, that was like already there, and like they had already like played really awesome shows. Like, they had like, I remember the really big thing to me was like, oh, they recorded at the Metal Shop with Jake from Honor Baseball, and I was like really stoked about that. And like, so it was the kind of thing where we met because me and Sophia are in the same program at Drexel. Um, and she was like, hey, I need a drummer for a tour, or like, no. What happened was my buddy Hank, who was playing bass for her at the time, was like, hey, we need a drummer. My buddy David plays drums. We could ask him, and the rest is history. It was some show I was filling in for, and then they were like, oh, like, we like you. Let's get you in the band. It's weird. It's like, I don't know, being on like an actual tour is so strange and surreal, and like doesn't feel like real life a lot of the time, for better or for worse. Um, I don't know. It's I was definitely prepared for it by us going on weekenders and stuff. Like, that made it feel like somewhat of a ramp up. You know what I mean? But overall, very surreal. Very surreal.
Because what's like the longest stretch do you think you've done?
About 2 weeks is the longest I've done. Um, and it gets tough. I did like a tour with them that was more like DIY houses, like more like kind of low key basement shows. And we also did some shows that were like, we were supporting another bigger band, that were like at actual venues and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, like the one, you're still like, looking for like a couch to crash on for the first one. But then for the second one, when we're like going to motels and stuff, it was like, we can do this. Like, Okay, I guess we can. It's just like I don't know. It feels like you're someone's giving you something. I don't know. It's so hard to describe, but it was like, oh, here you go. Now you get to stay in a motel, and I was like, sure, all right, fuck it. Like, I was so stoked about that. Like, you know, not focusing on like the how like strange it is for a human being to be sitting in a car all day, every day. You know. So I was just really exciting too.